with Tina Iegas, a business lawyer at the firm Iegas, Newman & Goodstein. Tina, thank you so much for coming and talking to me about business issues.
Thank you, Katie.
What issues have you seen regarding maybe a family business that is unique because there's some unique circumstances, and how can you help with those?
I can think of a unique circumstance, for example, in a business that maybe is a contract-based business. For example, maybe they get contracts from the government. Like, it could be, you know, sometimes they get contracts from the Metro, Metrolink, or maybe because they're a primarily woman-owned business, they are able to establish certain governmental contracts, or sometimes it's a disabled vet that, you know, can get specific contracts assigned to that business as a result of being a disabled vet. And invariably what I see is that, let's say it's a woman-owned business, right? That woman in the business has to own 51%, usually, a majority, for the contracts to be assigned to that business. Now you're in the midst of a divorce, and let's say the wife says, well, I don't want to work in this business anymore. So now the contracts that this business is acquiring, that's really generating the income for this business, could be gone if the spouse leaves. So how do you deal with that? You really need to make sure you think up front who is going to be the primary person working in that business, and is that person going to be committed for the long haul so that that person can be the majority owner of that business. Otherwise, you're going to have to, again, have something, you have to have something in writing that, you know, what happens in that circumstance. The couple that's going to get divorced is going to have to sell that business if the primary spouse, which is the reason why the contracts are coming to the business in the first place, says, I don't want to be in this business anymore. You know, either that, or they're going to have to hire an outside person, let's say, who's a woman, who can be a majority owner. And so these are all things that the couple really have to think of up front when they purchase a business, so that they can have things in writing, agreements in writing up front as to how they're going to deal with these circumstances if it were to arise. I know people don't want to think that they get into marriage and they're going to get divorced, but you know, they have to think of these things up front.
Protect themselves.
Exactly.
In the business.
Exactly.
Yes.
Because the business is what's bringing in, right, the income for this family. So.
Well, I'm glad you're here for a resource. Thank you so much for letting us know about these issues. If you would like more information and would like to talk to Tina more, please reach out to me and I'll be happy to connect you with her. Thank you.